Creations. If you're new to my channel and you're stopping by for the first time, thank you for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. Stick around a while by clicking that red button for more crafting on a budget, more everything on a budget videos to come. And if you click it again when the bell appears, YouTube should notify you every time I upload a new video. Depending on the option that you choose in the drop-down menu of the bell. If you're interested in following me on social media, you can find those links in the description box below. What have I got going on for you for today? Today I am bringing to you an Easter DIY that is so quick and easy, and this is one that if you have kids, they can join in on this. They're gonna need a bit of your help, but this is such a fun DIY, and this is something that's been around forever. What is it? Today I'm going to be bringing to you a string art bunny, a rustic farmhouse string art bunny using Dollar Tree items and some paper from Hobby Lobby. Oh my goodness, I love this. It's easy, it's adorable. So I'm going to quit my gabbing. Let's jump into it and let's do some string art and put a rustic farmhouse spin on it. Because why not? I put a rustic farmhouse spin on everything. It wouldn't be my DIY if I didn't. So yeah, this is an older plaque. I used the bottom half of it in another DIY. It was one that was in my stash. I like to stash Dollar Tree plaques for times like this when I want to do a DIY that comes to mind. I don't feel like going out of the house. You can do this DIY any size plaque. This is a pretty, I would say, normal size plaque that you can find year round. I'm also going to be using this wood scrapbooking paper. I love this. Isn't this so cool looking? Found this at Hobby Lobby in their open stock of paper. You can get it for $1, so pick out a wood you like and go with it. Or pick out some glitter if you want. And to adhere this paper onto the plaque, I'm going to be using spray adhesive. Why? Because I don't want to wait for Mod Podge to dry. I had spray adhesive right there, so I grabbed it and thought, you know what, this will work. And I don't have to put 2 coats of Mod Podge. So just by spraying some spray adhesive on the plaque, then laying my scrapbooking paper right on top, it's going to adhere and it's going to adhere nicely. After about an hour, it will be permanent, so this is not a repositionable spray adhesive. And taking this handy tool here, this is Dollar Tree's rotary cutter. I'm going to just use this because I was cutting fabric a second ago. Now I'm cutting paper with it. Today I'm doing lots of DIYs. This is called bulk filming, people. Bulk filming. Oh my. Kayla came out at me, didn't she? I just removed my scrapbooking paper and now we are good to go printing up a bunny off of Google image search. That's what I did. I just went onto Google, I searched for a bunny template, I found one that I liked, printed it up, and this is the one I'm gonna go with. Now, there is a degree of cutting involved, and what I mean by that is we need to cut this template out because we need to trace it, because we're using it as a bunny template for our push pin string art. Yep, that's what we're doing. I've got tape here. What am I gonna do with this tape? Yep, I'm gonna flip the bunny over and place it on the back. You can use any tape that you have on hand. What is this tape gonna do? The purpose it serves is that it is going to keep the bunny in place so our bunny isn't moving around while we're trying to pin it to this board. Oh, poor bunny. Yep, now I'm gonna go ahead and trace this bunny onto my plaque because I need to. But yeah, I'm starting off with dots. Did I really do dots? Why did I do dots? I could swear I did lines. Okay, oh, I know why we're putting dots. I'm putting dots because, hello, push pins. This is where I want the pins to be. I don't want the line to show in between my pins, so that was why I did it. I'm putting dots for the push pins. There you go, so put dots, not lines. And look, just like that, I've got dots all over my plaque in the shape of a bunny. You can't see them, but I can. That's the magic in this. So don't use a pen, use a pencil so your dots don't show. You can find these clear push pins at the Dollar Tree. You're getting 120 of them for $1. We're not gonna need 120 though, but that's a good buy. And using a hammer, wait, I gotta make sure that I hammered it in good. I think I did. I'm not gonna hammer it all the way through, but I'm realizing here that there was a problem because it was gonna go through to my table and I didn't want to ruin my craft table, so I thought, oh my, I better elevate this just a bit because yeah, those are gonna go through my table. No, I need my table for more than just this DIY. So now I've elevated it with some of these little, what is this, pressed wood, and I'm gonna go ahead and hammer all of my push pins in gently where each of the dots is on my plaque. And before you know it, look there, we're gonna have a bunny. Now, just for the record, I do know that push pin art is usually done with needles, but I'm Kelly. Why would I use needles? Dollar Tree does not have needles, and if they do, I've never seen them, when I can use these push pins. And I like the look of these better. I love the look of this clear handled push pin. I just like it. So that's why we're using these. But you do have to be careful because if you hit it too hard, the plastic does break on the push pin. Then you gotta pull it out and you gotta get another one out. Now you're going down to your 120 push pins. Just don't break the plastic. Don't hit it hard, just lightly, real light. So under full disclosure, I do wanna say that hammering these pins in isn't the easiest on top of a craft table that isn't super sturdy and kind of gives in every time you hammer. So I ended up moving this operation outside into the garage where it was a bit easier to hammer in the rest of these push pins. Now that we've got all these push pins in, and look there, it looks like a bunny. Cool, we're going places. But some of you are probably saying, okay, what about the back? The back has all the push pins poking through. What are you gonna do about that? I got it handled. I'm gonna take some wire cutters and this here paper towel, and I'm gonna snip off the tips of the push pins as close to the plaque as I can get them. I was using the paper towel because I was afraid that when I snipped off the tip of it, that it was gonna go flying, and I didn't want it to end up in the carpet and somebody step on it, and then before you know it, they've got this metal piece in their foot. And so I was putting the paper towel over it, but then started realizing that the push pins were sticking to the pliers or to the wire cutters magnetically or statically. Is that even a word? Statically? Oh my goodness. Anyway, it was totally sticking to the wire cutters. So then I started realizing, like, okay, maybe the paper towel is a bit much and I can just do it without it. See, I was getting braver and then knew I didn't need it. But yeah, just go ahead and cut off that tip. And don't worry, we're gonna handle that too. What's left on the board, I promise you, you know I'm not gonna leave you hanging like that. We don't want anybody to touch this and cut their hand or get poked, right? Right. That's nothing a little bit of hot glue or a lot of hot glue won't fix. I figured the best way just to cover up those sharp edges was just to put a dot of glue over each of the push pins that came through the back. And now if you touch the back, you're not gonna get poked or scratched. See, problem solved. Even though nobody's gonna see the back looks horrendous. So since I've got some felt on hand, I'm gonna take a piece of felt and just hot glue it to the back. And like I always say, nobody will be none the wiser that it was a Paradise Summer Dollar Tree plaque from 3 years ago. Can I just tell you how much I love this rotary cutter? It is amazing. Handy little tool it is. For the string art, we're gonna be using this Premier Just Cotton. This is not just cotton, this is yarn. Dollar Tree carries yarn. It's the perfect color. It's this cream color, which means it is going to go perfect with the wood background. It's gonna stand out. I couldn't ask for more. So I'm gonna start off by tying it in a knot, attaching it to one of my little tacks here. Push pins, not tacks, push pins. And this is the part where we do art with string. String art. Now we're doing art with string. I love it. This is the part. This is the part I was waiting for. The fun part. The part where the kids can get involved and actually have fun. Up until now, the parents gotta do it. Now, kids, you can jump in.
but you need to have your parent with you. Don't try and do this by yourself. Okay, so I'm gonna go side to side. I was a little confused at the beginning which way I wanted to go with this. I think I kind of started my string off in an odd place, but once I got going, again, I just went from side to side as many times as I wanted to till I was happy with the amount of string that was covering my bunny. And then I just went for the up and down motion with the string. Just full coverage of the bunny is what we're looking for. We don't want holes in our bunny. We just want full string coverage for this string art. Once you've got the amount of string that you're happy with, I did read that it is best to go and outline your bunny with either that string or a darker string, a lighter string, a glitter string, whatever string you want to use, and just outline the bunny going along all the push pins along the outside, and that's really gonna define your bunny and give it more shape. That was the words on the instructions that I read. Define your bunny with strings. My goodness, I'm telling you, I had a lot of coffee today and I am really tired. We are so not done yet because we haven't distressed it using some of Tim Holtz walnut distressing. That's just what I'm gonna do. And I'm taking a paintbrush or a makeup brush, one of the brushes that I've cut really short because trick of the trade, that gives you a stiffer brush, and a stiffer brush, it makes it easier to apply a stain and distress something. And I feel like these edges look unfinished and I couldn't decide how I wanted to finish the edges off with. Of course, I'm gonna finish it off with some stain. That'll give it the perfect finishing touch and make it look complete. I know our bunny needs a tail, and so I'm gonna take some of these pom-poms that I got from the Dollar Tree. Couldn't find any of the larger ones, so I'm just gonna clump 3 of them together. These are pom-poms, or did I say cotton balls? These are pom-pom balls. If you want to use cotton, you can use cotton. I picked up a pack of these pom-poms from the Dollar Tree, and so that's what I'm going to use. 3 of them together, I think, is a good size. 1 just looked too small. And then I went for 2, and 2 just looked awkward. So then I thought, okay, I better go in for a 3rd one. And now my rabbit has a huge tail, but it looks cute. I'm gonna hang this, so I'm gonna add one of my twine hangers and a ton of hot glue. A stick or 2 to be exact. Okay, maybe not, that might be an exaggeration, but you wanna put a lot because you don't want it to come off and fall off the wall. Now would you look there, we just did some art using string, putting a rustic farmhouse twist on this spring and Easter bunny. Who says spring and Easter has to be pastel colors? If you're into rustic and you're into farmhouse, I say do it. That's what DIYing is all about. You take what you like from an idea, you leave what you don't, you get creative, and you make it your own.
I'm gonna say this is pretty stinking cute. It was quick, easy, budget friendly, and what a fun piece to add to your wall decor. You take down a picture for a couple of weeks, you put this up for Easter, and it's a cool little piece to interchange with some of the pictures on your wall. And when Easter's over, you take it down and you put back up your picture. I think it's fun. Those are things that I like to do. That's how I like to incorporate some of my holiday decor pieces. Just take down a few pictures here and there for the time being, put these up, and then when the season or the holiday is over, you take them down, you put your pictures back up, and you've got space again. You don't need any extra space. You just kind of have a Rubbermaid bin that you put the stuff in that you take down in, and then there you go. That's how I do it anyway. How do you do it? I hope you all enjoyed the rustic twist that I put on string art today, making this adorable rustic farmhouse bunny. Please make sure to give this video a big thumbs up, and let's get this video to 5,000 likes, please. Because like I always say, each and every one of your thumbs up and those comments that you do leave down below, they really do help my channel to grow, and it helps YouTube to notice me just a bit more. Until next time, everybody, I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy crafting on a budget. Stay happy, stay safe, stay healthy, but most of all, stay positive, please, and bye.